these are just my French rolls. Go ahead and grab a knife and just cut the middle. Once the middle's cut, push it in just like this. Create a hollow bun. Okay, just finish up your last roll, just like this. Push it in nice. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my organic marinara and a spoon, scoop some in, and put it right into our rolls, just like this. Don't need too much, we just need a nice first layer in each of the rolls. Quickly, just fill them up. All right, let's do our last one. Get a nice serving of marinara in there. Perfect. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Italian blend cheese and do a little layer of cheese in each one, just like that. This is just gonna make it extra cheesy and extra delicious. Almost done here. We just have one more or two more ingredients. It's that quick. Okay, now these are the star of the show, my Italian frozen meatballs. These are gonna go right in there, just like that. Just stick them in. Perfect. Gonna force them in because these are bigger than the usual ones, but that bigger is always better if you ask me. Last one, 3 meatballs, just quickly in your little sub. Beautiful. Now to add a little bit of extra flavor, I have these chopped Italian herbs, and I'm just gonna sprinkle it on the whole dish, just like this. Yeah, add a little pop of color to this. Beautiful. Now, of course, we want these meatballs nice and coated, so I'm gonna add a little bit of marinara, just a little sprinkle, just like that, just so they get nice and moist. All right, now we're done with our marinara. Now finish it off with a little bit more of that cheese, and then these are ready for the oven. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and look at that bottom real quick. Look at those rolls. Ooh, those are gonna be so yummy when they're toasted up. My oven is set to 350 and it's gonna cook for about 25 minutes. We just need those meatballs and that cheese to melt. Yum. Oh my, these came out so good. Okay, let's get one out and cut it open. Oh, this is gonna be so crispy and delicious. Okay. Make sure that cheese is separated. Oh yeah, you know what? I don't even need a spatula. I can just grab this baby. Oh my. That is gonna be so good. Okay, cut it right down the middle. Oh, okay. Let's check this out. Oh, it looks delicious. Let's give it a try. That's good. All right, that was just my Southern homestyle biscuits that I cut into 4 pieces. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my cast iron 13x9 and I'm gonna throw in my little biscuit pieces. I heavily greased this with some olive oil. This is gonna be such an easy and delicious dinner. All you need is 4 ingredients and then you have a delicious Mexican-inspired dinner. Okay, let's go ahead and get all these biscuits in here. This is gonna be so good. All right, I added a few more biscuits. Now I'm coming in with my red enchilada sauce. This is the 19-ounce can. And we are gonna pour that whole can right on top of these biscuits. We're just gonna soak up, and just when they cook, they're gonna absorb all of that delicious enchilada sauce. Now I'm coming in with 1 rotisserie chicken that I shredded and seasoned, and we're just gonna evenly spread that right on top of our biscuits and enchilada sauce. Oh yeah, smells so good, that enchilada sauce. You could use a green enchilada sauce if you don't like the red. I know that green goes really well with chicken, and you can also swap out the chicken for ground beef. Whatever you like, that's what you can use. Okay, now before we add our last ingredient, I'm just gonna go ahead and mix this entire thing together right in our cast iron, just like this. Now you don't need to use a cast iron 13x9, any standard 13x9 will work. I just like the cast iron because it helps keep the flavor nice and potent. Okay, oh, this is gonna be really good. It's so easy for a weekday meal. Everyone loves it. You can serve it with, you know, a little taco salad on the side, or you could add some, you know, fresh lettuce on top when we're done cooking it. However you want to serve this, your family will love it. Just make sure everything is coated in that delicious enchilada sauce. And then we're gonna spread it out for our last but most important step, everyone's favorite ingredient. If you follow me, you probably know what it is. And that is cheese. I'm using the Tillamook Mexican 4 cheese. I said it right this time. You guys gotta give me credits in the comments for saying Tillamook correctly, okay? And we're just spreading that right on top. We're not gonna mix it in. We want a nice cheese crust on top of our enchilada chicken biscuits. Oh my gosh, I know that sounds crazy, but it's so good, you guys. I promise you, I would not steer you wrong. This is a recipe I made up myself, and I am obsessed with it. Okay, that looks delicious. My oven is set to 350, and this is gonna cook for 25 to 30 minutes. Oh my, would you look at that? Now I did let this cool for about 10 minutes, and it looks so good. It's ready to eat. Look at those puffed up biscuits. Okay. Sure, it comes right out. Oh, yeah, that looks so good. Those biscuits are cooked perfectly. The cheese is nice and melted. Okay, it was time to give this a try. Well, you know what, I'm just gonna go for this one right here. That is so good, you guys. You gotta try it. All right, we're starting off with some Italian style meatballs in our 13x9. Gonna lay those flat just like so. Next, I'm coming in with some diced tomatoes, and we are gonna just sprinkle those right on top of our meatballs. Kind of spread them from edge to edge. They'll fall in between the meatballs, get them nice and juicy. Next thing we're coming in with is some marinara. You can use whatever marinara you like. I've never tried this one, so I'm gonna give it a try today. Hopefully it is delicious. Usually I go for the Rao's, but today we are doing a new sauce. Rao's is getting too expensive for me. Okay, get all of that out. We're using the whole jar. Come back in with our spatula and get that spread from edge to edge. This is gonna be such a tasty kind of Italian, American dish, however you wanna say it. It's my style, and that's the way I like it. We have some whole milk ricotta cheese, which is gonna make this extra creamy, extra delicious, and we are gonna add scoops of ricotta to our dish, just here and there. It's gonna melt in the oven and be so delicious. Go ahead and do this. And if you don't like ricotta, you can use cream cheese. You can use cottage cheese, whatever your palate likes, just go for it. All of my dishes are customizable. This is just gonna be, you know, a quick dinner, so you can swap out whatever you like. All right, one more time with that spatula and kind of just press down that ricotta, get it marbled into our sauce and our diced tomatoes. This is gonna be so yummy. I mean, just look at that creaminess with that marinara. It doesn't get any better than this. All right, we're almost done here. We are gonna grab some fresh mozzarella. You can use mozzarella slices if you prefer, but I love how thick these little slices are, and these are gonna go right on top of the entire dish. Kind of just lay them however you like. We wanna make sure that every bite has some mozzarella. So we are gonna use this whole entire package and just lay them just like so. Delicious. Okay, the best part, save the best for last. We have some Texas toast. And we are placing our Texas toast right on top of here. Oh my goodness, it smells so good, you guys. You can make your own garlic bread if that's what you prefer, but I love Texas toast. It is just the best, and it's gonna crisp up right on top of our meatball casserole and be such a complimentary flavor to everything else. And look, one package fits perfectly for our 13 by 9. Oh my goodness, my mouth is watering. Okay, so my oven is set to 350 and this is gonna bake for 40 minutes. All right, dinner is ready. Oh, it smells so good. All I can smell is the Texas toast, but I know everything else is gonna be delicious. Okay, we're just gonna go right in, get our meatballs, get our everything. All right, here. Looks so good. All right, let's give it a try. Woo, that toast. So good. All right, we have 2 bags of ready rice. Right on the bottom of my 13 by 9 pan. Now I'm coming in with some taco seasoning. And I'm just gonna sprinkle that right on top. I'm gonna use about half of the package. Go ahead and give that a nice mix, give some flavor to our rice. Oh, it smells so good already. Cannot wait to eat this up. Okay, once you feel like it's mixed just enough, we're gonna come in with some frozen corn. Perfect. I love corn. This is gonna be such an easy and delicious dinner. It's just a few ingredients. So great for, you know, a weekday after work. You don't wanna cook for long hours. You just throw together these few ingredients and then you have the best dinner. All right, now I'm coming in with some enchilada sauce. I'm using the red, but you could also use the green. Just use what you like. And we're gonna use this whole can. All right, what size was this? This was a 10-ounce can. Give this another mix. We really just want that rice to have a ton of flavor, be super moist and just yummy. Oh yeah. Okay, once it feels like it's fully submerged in that enchilada sauce, go ahead and spread it out one more time. Now I'm adding some black beans, and I did drain and wash these, and we're gonna go ahead and sprinkle that right in there. Ooh, yeah, these are gonna be so good in this rice. Once again, mix it in there. I cannot wait to eat this. That enchilada sauce smells incredible. Obviously, you can make your own enchilada sauce if that's your style, but I'm just making this as easy as possible. Okay, we are almost done here, you guys. Now for our main component, I have these beef and cheese taquitos. Oh yeah, and these are just gonna go right on top of our rice, just like this. I have a 15 count box, and that should be plenty for this dinner. Oh my goodness, I don't know about you guys, but I love these taquitos. And this is just a great way to make your taquitos a little bit more hearty, a full dinner without rice and beans. And if you don't like the beef ones, you could do the bean ones, you could do the chicken ones, whatever taquitos you like. Grab them from the store and throw them on top of your flavorful rice. All right, that was the beef and cheese. Now, before we pop this in the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Mexican 4 cheese, and we're gonna sprinkle that right on top of those taquitos. I'm gonna use this whole bag because I really like cheese. Okay, and just get it right on those taquitos. It doesn't need to go really on the rice. If it gets on the rice, that's fine, but it's really meant for those taquitos. All right, you guys, that is perfect. My oven is set to 350, and this is gonna cook for 25 to 30 minutes. Look at that. Looks so good. Okay, but we are not done yet. I'm gonna add some fresh stuff to this. Some pico here that we got from the store. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a nice little sprinkle on top of our cheesy taquitos and rice. Oh yeah, delicious. Now I know this is controversial and there's already a little bit in there, but I wanted some extra cilantro. Call me crazy, but I love cilantro. And if you don't like it, then you don't have to put it on there. Okay, these toppings are totally optional. Now, I'm gonna put some sour cream on there because I love sour cream. Do a nice little drizzle on the entire dish. Beautiful. Okay, you guys, this is ready to eat. Let's go ahead. Probably need one of these. Oh, this is gonna be delicious. Okay. From this side. And oh my, look. Looks so good. All that rice, the taquitos, the toppings. Cannot wait to eat this. Get a little bit of the taquito with a little bit of the rice. Oh, the perfect bite. That is so good. All right, so we just have some lemon here. This is just my raw white shrimp that I thawed out. Go ahead and evenly distribute those on top of our lemon. This is gonna be such an easy and delicious seafood dinner. Okay, I'm gonna grab 1 stick of butter and we are gonna drizzle that right on top of our shrimp. And I have the shrimp with the tails on. You can get the ones with the tails off. It doesn't matter because this is just gonna be a grab and go kind of dinner, yeah. So just evenly distribute that 1 stick of melted butter on top of the entire dish. Doesn't that look amazing?
Babe, this looks fantastic. I could just see the lemon absorbing into that shrimp.
Yeah, okay, now I have some thyme here. And I did wash this, so don't worry about that. And we're just gonna kind of evenly distribute these little sprigs of thyme all over the dish. This is just gonna add the best flavor. Ooh, they have like little blossoms on them. I've never seen thyme like that. Okay, does that affect the taste, you think?
I mean, I think it adds more flavor, but thyme's edible.
Yes,
so,
I know it's
so
edible.
Even if the flowers are there, it's still edible.
All right, so that looks almost good. Perfect. Maybe one more, right there.
Oh, yep. Yeah, there we go. There it is.
There we go. It's okay if it gives you a little trouble. We got plenty of time. All right, now I'm gonna grab some parsley and I'm just gonna cut this parsley all over the dish. It's nice to have these fresh herbs to go on top of our shrimp. It just makes it way more flavorful than, you know, non-fresh herbs. Am I right?
You know what, when you cut it, it also like, it's more aromatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it has great taste. It's like you extract the taste.
Yep, exactly. And you know what? Like I say with all my dishes, this is customizable. So if there's a certain herb you love more than these two, throw it on there. It's gonna be super flavorful regardless of the herb you use. I mean, I probably wouldn't use cilantro because cilantro isn't really gonna go with the vibe of this dish, but you know, have fun with it. Okay, that looks perfect. Now I have some garlic here. So this is just one whole garlic that I peeled, and we are gonna use all of these cloves right in here. And I know it seems crazy to put these cloves in here full and unminced, but you know what? They're gonna soften up and we're gonna be able to smush them into this dish and it's gonna be so delicious. I love a good garlic clove. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab some salt and we're gonna put salt on the entire dish, just like that. We have some pepper here and I want a lot of pepper, okay? Don't judge me for the amount of pepper I put on this, okay? If your dinner is not seasoned, do not invite me over, okay?
That's for sure.
And we're not stopping there. I have some paprika, and this is gonna add that pop of color that it needed.
Oh, wow.
Even if you can't taste the paprika, it just makes it look pretty, right?
Yeah, and you know, you eat with your eyes first, right? That's what Brian says.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. All right, and then I have some Italian seasoning. We are going heavy with the seasoning, you guys. You cannot come over and tell me I do not season my dishes, all right? Beautiful.
Interesting choice, but we're with it.
Oh, trust me, these flavors complement each other perfectly.
They better.
I have one more ingredient to add, and that is some chopped onions. This is the only like non-fresh thing I'm using. Just, you know, be easy on me. I can't get all fresh things. With inflation these days, it's expensive, so I'm using the minced garlic, but trust me, the flavor will not be compromised.
If you keep putting seasonings, I'm gonna be inflated too.
All right, I'll stop there. Let's go ahead and look at that bottom with all those beautiful lemons and just imagine all those juices just, you know, with that beautiful shrimp. All right, so my oven is set to 350 and this is only gonna cook for like 15 minutes.
Nice. And rolling.
Oh my, this smells incredible.
Wow, look at that.
I mean, look at all that flavor and juiciness. You cannot go wrong with this. Okay, let's go ahead. I wanna grab a little lemon because that's the flavor, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. Okay, and let's grab some shrimp to go on top. Oh, the shrimp is perfectly cooked. Do you see that?
That looks so pretty.
I know, that's what I was going for. If it's not pretty, I don't want to eat it. Okay, we need a little bit of, I want one more lemon, even if it gives me some trouble.
Will you hurry? I'm hungry.
I know. This is for me though. This is too fancy for you.
What are you talking about? Look how big that is. No way.
Okay, let's
It looks so good.
put these right on top. Presentation is everything, you guys. I should probably use my actual hands instead of these little tongs.
Look at that.
Get your garnish, a chunk of garlic, and there you go. Look at that beautiful dish. A little appetizer, a little dinner, whatever you want to eat that for. Let's do it. Okay. Don't eat the tail.
Is it good?
Juicy and delicious.
Can I have some?
Mm-hmm. All right, those were my grape tomatoes that I put with my Boursin shallot and chive cheese. Next, I'm coming in with the one zucchini that I cut up, and we're gonna put that right next to our tomatoes. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so good and delicious. Next, I have some mushroom slices. Now, if you don't like mushroom, you can skip this, but my family loves mushrooms. I cannot get Danny to stop eating mushrooms. And we're putting that right next to our Boursin cheese, to our tomatoes, and our zucchini. My favorite ingredient is some sun-dried tomatoes, and we're gonna put these right here, get them all out of the jar. We're using this whole jar. Perfect. Oh my. Now last but certainly not least, I have 2 bulbs of garlic that we're gonna put right next to our zucchini. So we got our cheese, our tomatoes, our mushrooms, our garlic, our zucchini, and our sun-dried tomatoes. Okay, now let's go ahead and remove our wrappers. Okay, it is time to season this, and we're gonna start off with some black pepper. Now you can season this however you like, but I am using my favorite seasonings, my classics. If you follow me, you know exactly what those seasonings are. I'm gonna really get this out. I think I need to put it on this one. Oh, there we go. Get some good pepper in there, a nice little kick to our delicious, healthy dinner. Next, we're gonna just add some salt. Just a quick little sprinkle of salt. If you're worried about your sodium, you can skip it. Now, onion powder. Just the classics, you guys. Keeping it simple and delicious. Beautiful. Last but certainly not least, some garlic powder. And we're gonna go heavy-handed with the garlic powder because it is my favorite. Oh my, that looks absolutely incredible. Now to tie everything together, we're just gonna drizzle our extra virgin olive oil. Woo. Get that on the tomatoes. Oh yeah, that cheese smells absolutely incredible. I love making this dish. It's so delicious. My family absolutely loves it. They asked me to make it once a week. That's how good it is. Danny's made it before and his followers loved it. So of course I had to share it with you guys as well. Okay, I added about a cup of that olive oil. Now this is gonna go into the oven. My oven is set to 350 and it's gonna be in there for about 45 minutes. All right, you guys, we just took this out of the oven and look how incredible this looks. Oh my, okay, so now it's time for the fun part. I have my potato masher and it's time to go in and squish everything together. We want that garlic to be mashed. We want the tomatoes, we want the mushrooms, everything to be well combined together. Oh, the zucchini is perfectly cooked. All right, let's really put some arm muscle into this so we can get a delicious sauce. All right, this looks good enough. Now it's time to add our main ingredient, our pre-cooked pasta. And we're just gonna use our penne pasta, grab our spoon and toss this in our delicious sauce. Oh my, it's gonna be cheesy. It's gonna be acidic from the tomatoes. It's gonna have that great protein from the mushrooms. We have the sun-dried tomatoes, the veggies with the zucchini. It's literally everything you need in a dinner, all in one pan, plus your pot to cook your pasta. But look how decadent that looks. It's like a gourmet, 5-star restaurant quality pasta dish. It's time to give this a try. Bon appetit. I'm so excited. My pasta is cooked perfectly. Oh my gosh. It just gets better every time I make it. Gotta try it. right, I'm gonna grab my onion soup and dip mix, and I'm gonna add it to our 13 by 9 pan with our 2 pounds of ground beef, our family size cream of mushroom, our 2 bags of frozen mixed veggies, 1 diced onion, and 1 bag of cheddar cheese. This is a dinner classic that I'm putting my own little twist on, and I'm gonna finish this off with some Worcestershire sauce, but this is optional, and we're just gonna do a nice little drizzle right on the whole dish, just like this. Super easy, super delicious. Yum. Okay, this is ready for the oven. My oven is set to 350, and this is gonna cook for about 20 minutes. All right, while that's in the oven, I'm gonna grab a large mixing bowl, and we're gonna add 1 stick of butter, and then 6 cups of water. Here's 4 cups. And then 2 more cups. All right, with our butter. I know this seems weird, but it's gonna come out great. Then I'm just gonna add a little bit of sea salt to this mixture. Beautiful. And we are gonna microwave this until boiling. All right, here is our water and butter and salt. We are instantly gonna come in with our 3 cups of milk, cold milk. We're gonna start with just a little and start whisking it together. And then for the main ingredient, our mashed potatoes. And we are going to, just like with the milk, we're gonna slowly whisk that in as well. And we're making this whole box. So I just followed the instructions on the back of the box for this whole box. Oh my goodness. Okay, I definitely made way too much mashed potatoes, but we all know that leftovers is always gonna be good. But look how fluffy and delicious this came out. I made it absolutely perfect. And now it is time to pull out our ground beef dish. Oh my goodness, this smells absolutely incredible. I'm gonna quickly go in with my big spoon, and it is time to mix all of these ingredients together. Oh my goodness. Now, if you hadn't noticed, we are making a shepherd's pie, but we, put our own twist on it. We didn't use lamb, we used ground beef because that's what I like. And it's so easy with those instant mashed potatoes that we made. We just need to make sure we get this all mixed together before we put that on top. Okay, now that that's all mixed up, we are just flattening it out because we obviously need to get it ready for those delicious mashed potatoes. Now, you can buy the pre-made mashed potatoes or make homemade, but I think the instant was just the best option for me. And like I said, I made way too much, so do not make as much as I did. Make probably half of the box would probably be enough. But we are gonna go ahead and put that right on top, just kind of in scoops, and then we'll flatten it out. Oh, it smells so good, you guys. I love a shepherd's pie, and all of these flavors just smell incredible. Okay, use half of that bowl we made. Use our spatula and get this flattened out. This is gonna be so yummy. I absolutely love making shepherd's pie this way. You can also make it in the crock pot, same exact way. Cook all of the other ingredients first, and then, in that last hour, add your mashed potatoes. Okay, just really get that flattened out and even on top of all of that deliciousness. Okay. That looks great. I'm gonna put this back in the oven for an additional 20 minutes. Oh my, this came out so good. I did turn the broiler on for the last minute, and it got a little burnt, but I think that's gonna be the best part. So I'm gonna go ahead and serve some of this up. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be delicious, you guys. Look at it, just oozing out with all of that goodness. Oh yeah. Right into our bowl it goes. Get some of that extra bits that fell out. Delicious. Okay, it is time to try our shepherd's pie. Make sure to get a little bit of everything. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. It's really good, you guys. All right, so I just poured my small can of red enchilada sauce on the bottom of our 9x13. I'm gonna grab a cookie scoop and my refried beans, and we're gonna add some scoops of our beans right on top of our enchilada sauce for this super easy and delicious one-pan dinner. I absolutely love this dinner because it's all my favorite Mexican flavors all in one dish. So we're gonna add about 3/4 of this can right in there, and you can save the rest for, you know, tomorrow's lunch or however, but you don't need the full can. You can use whatever brand of refried beans you like, but I always like the classic Rosita. Okay, that looks perfect. Next, I'm just adding my chicken breast right on top of that enchilada sauce and those refried beans. You can use whatever cut of chicken you like. You can use thighs, but I feel like the breast just gives you the best assortment of meat, and we're just placing that right in there. We have 5 chicken breasts. Oh, this is gonna be so good, you guys. Now, of course, we have to season our chicken, so I'm gonna use 1 packet of our taco seasoning, and we're gonna sprinkle that right on top of our chicken. Evenly distribute it on your breasts so that each one gets perfectly seasoned. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna put that to the side and bring in a medium bowl and a spatula. I have here my whipped cream cheese. You can use regular cream cheese if you like. I just wanted it softened, so that's why I bought the whipped. And we're gonna use this whole container, and this is 12 ounces of whipped cream cheese. Oh my, oh my. Get all of that out. Perfect. I have another small can of enchilada sauce that we're gonna pour in there. Yummy. I have a small can of green chilies. Oh, make sure you get all of those green chilies out. Smells so good. Now, if you don't like green chilies, you can use jalapenos, you can use onions, whatever you like. I have my Colby Jack Monterey, or Colby and Monterey Jack, and I'm gonna add about a handful of that shredded cheese in there. And now we're gonna give that a good mix. All right, that looks perfect. Bring back our 13x9, and then this is gonna go right on top of those chickens. Make sure to evenly distribute it, just like we did with the taco seasoning. Perfect. I'm gonna spread that right on top. And don't worry, as this cooks, it's gonna look so much more delicious, but you just gotta trust the process. This is gonna be so tasty. Okay, get that right in there, beautiful. Next, I'm coming in with just a little bit of red onion, and I'm just gonna sprinkle that like here and there. The onion is optional. If you don't like onion, you can totally skip this. I just love the little burst of onion flavor. And I'm just trying to get it on the sides, not going too crazy with it because we have something else to go on top of the chicken. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna use the rest of our cheese and we're just gonna sprinkle that right on top. Perfect, kind of just spread it out without touching that chicken. Beautiful. And last but certainly not least, we have some green onion that we're just gonna cut right on top. All right, I went ahead and cut off that top because I wanted some of this more white onion, and we're gonna go ahead and get a good amount right on top of our entire dish. Beautiful. Just like the cheese, we'll give it a little bit of room, and then this is ready for the oven. Okay, my oven is set to 350, and this is gonna be in there for 45 minutes. All right, so it's been the 45 minutes and I let it cool. It is time to dig in. Oh my goodness, I think I'm gonna go for this chicken down here. We've got all that delicious sauce. so good. All right, put it on our plate so we can give it a try. Yummy. And you could serve this with some Spanish rice or whatever you like to pour that extra enchilada sauce on. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, I cannot wait to get a piece. It's hot.